Swifts. The mind games began yesterday. He labelled the Firebirds starting 7 the Super 7. Take us through this Super 7.
Well, here they are, no surprises. This Super 7 is staying much the same. Laura Geitz, Claire McMinimum teaming up in the defensive circle. The mid-court fire, the Firebirds this afternoon. Nevins, Revillion, Gabby Simpson. On song, accurate, consistent. And here they are, the somewhat unconventional but very exciting to watch. Gretel Tippett and Romelda Aiken in the shooting circle for the Firebirds. On the bench this afternoon, Beryl Friday, Clemisha, Cassidy, Lemke and Himika.
The couch in Adelaide, and here she is playing the crucial task against Gretel Tippett. Jenkies searching for title number 4. Rob Wright for his first. It's the rematch. It's the last hurrah. The 2016 ANZ Championship Grand Final is underway, and it's Firebirds in attack and a little fumble, and it's stolen by Green.
Well, what a start. This is exactly what the Swifts would have wanted. What they need to do now is score from it. It's something they've spoken about a lot this season. Getting those turnovers and making sure they get them down to a goal. No time is more important than in a grand final.
And Thwaites shooting with confidence. The key to winning this for the Swifts, Kath, is turnover conversion. So from the very first ball, a turnover, and they convert. And a first miss.
Well, what you'd hope here, Thwaites has just had her first miss, that doesn't get into her head. We know that Laura Geitz has been on top of her the last couple of times they've played. She needs to get on with the job. Hard luck, Shani Layton, some great front defence. That'll be something she'll keep up for the game.
An early wobble from Gretel Tippett. Last year in the final, she shot 10 from 17. But, of course, when you shoot the match winner, it doesn't matter.
That is causing the defence. Contact centre. Yes.
Nevins, circle edge. To Aiken, doesn't even look to go to the post. And now the looping pass from Revillion. Firebirds hit the front.
Well, that was an extremely fast centre pass taken by the Swifts. Then that might have been part of their plan to make sure that Simpson and Revillion don't get in position to force the wide, set up the tactic we spoke about in the opener.
Header getting worked overtime by McMiniman. And then eventually her favourite move, just popping out on the baseline, and she knocks it down. Pettit with her first. Swatted away by Green. So that is one of the great matchups. And the other interesting matchup is Rob Wright starting Abby McCulloch. She's only started 4 games this season, and her one full game was that round 9 win against the Firebirds.
And Callum was, well, turnover, Layton.
Contact goal attack.
Here we go, this is what we talked about. They need to score from this. Swifts need to score from this. They need to treasure possession, work it down the court. It doesn't need to be fancy netball, it just needs to get there.
Because the opportunities defensively are so minimal, so they need to make the most of every turnover. Here's Turner, the rookie, to Green, to Pettit. Just to give them some great confidence. Langman into Thwaites.
Brilliant vision, Laura Langman. Balked to the pocket. All it did was pull Laura Geitz, that's that millimetre off Caitlin Thwaites, and the ball was able to go straight to the post.
Pettit from a fair distance, it falls short. It's the all-important rebound, and the Swifts get another go. For a 2-goal lead. It's been an electrifying start from the Swifts.
And look at the Swifts bench, Kel, they are up, they are cheering, they are into it. Everyone in this Swifts lineup is pumped for this afternoon.
Oh, and another turnover. Just usually so composed. Kimra Valiant, she was really hurried on that pass.
From defense obstruction.
Pressure.
You're right, Rebellion, only 23 turnovers for the season. That is quite impressive, and an early one for her. She'll want to make sure she corrects that.
They've come to play, and they have thrown down the challenge to the home team. Court side is Sarah Allen. Sarah.
Kath, you speak about this Swifts bench being so excited for their team. It's something you could sense in the pre-match. The Firebirds felt really relaxed, almost a little bit laid back, whereas the Swifts had this real energy and they were really excited for this match. And you can tell in the way that they've started the game. They came here to play today and they are pumped.
Four-goal lead early. No one saw that coming. They had a 6-goal lead in the third quarter last year in that final before losing by 1.
That will be the big test for the Swifts this afternoon, Kel. If they get up, will they mentally be able to hang on? Will they be able to put the foot down and continue to build? They will have the nightmare of last year and what happened to them in their heads.
And the two captains tangle in the pocket. Green just backing back on tippy toes. Heard Geitz coming. And it leaves Thwaites one out under the post. And she has got some real confidence in her shot early. Oh, what about that launch of a ball from Tippett? It needed to be precise, and she threaded it perfectly.
Yeah, gosh, risky ball at the start of a grand final, isn't it, to throw it from the centre there, but that just goes to show the confidence that Tippett and Aiken have in each other. McCulloch doing an absolute dream job on Nevins so far. Nearly every time Nevins has gone to make a move, McCulloch's had her covered.
There goes that high ball again, though, so they're prepared to back it in. This is goal number 5 for Romelda Aiken, but more importantly, her 5,000th career goal. A milestone, a moment to savour for the superstar Jamaican shooter. The league's highest ever scoring shooter, now has 5,000 to her name. She won't be worried about that right now. She'll be more concerned with this start for the Firebirds. Pettit rocks back from a fair way out and it falls up short. Well, that's 3 in a row. 3 high balls on Aiken. Radar went off.
Well, unless it was a pass right out the back to Gretel Tippett, it went way off. You don't see that often, but the beauty of Romelda Aiken is she's going to get the rebound.
This is from New Zealand to the Southern Steel. This is unfamiliar territory for the defending champs. And that's an easier passage to the post. So the final minute of the 2016 Grand Final in this first quarter. New South Wales Swifts off to a flyer.
Well, contact, defensive contact. Caitlin Thwaites there. She's doing her best to stay strong against the physicality of the Geitz, but she's got to be careful not to retaliate.
Tippett launching that long ball. Aiken from a fair way out and the rebound by Turner. Yes, it'll come back. It'll be a Swifts ball. And they've got time to set it up here. Leighton to start down back. To Turner. To McCulloch, who's done the job in the first quarter on Nevins. Langman. Green. So loud in here. I'm not sure they know how much time's left before we hear that quarter time whistle.
Well, contact on the arm called by the umpire on Geitz. Thwaites will have another shot at it.
And denied that goal. And after 60 minutes, it'll come down to little moments like that. But the New South Wales Swifts have made an early statement in the 2016 Grand Final. Catch us if you can. It's the Swifts 15, the Firebirds 12.
Playing it.
Gets still a bit stuck on the body as they're setting up for the centre pass. I want you to sit in front of her and then move early. So then you'll keep playing with the umpires because clearly, like I reckon Jono, like he's probably pickier. So we've got to make sure we're a little bit more off the body, a little bit more. Stay clean on it though, and keep contesting. Contest ball though on it, and we're good though. You know, look for the opportunity for it. You know, we just got to get yourself.
So Rob Wright there going straight to his two defenders. Quarter time in the season decider. It is the underdogs, the New South Wales Swifts, leading the favourites, the Queensland Firebirds, by 3 goals. It's been an absorbing battle so far, Kath Cox.
Well, for me, straight away, it's the shooting percentages. If you look down the Firebirds end, at the moment, they're only shooting 60%. That needs to lift. The beauty for them is they've got 7. They're out-rebounding the Swifts 7 rebounds to 2. They're going to need to do that if they're only shooting at 60%.
So Aitken has missed 7 goals in 15 minutes of netball, and Tippett 1 attempt in the first quarter. So they've played some of their best netball in the last 2 weeks. They were poor in that first quarter, yet they trailed by just 3.
Yeah, it's quite amazing, isn't it? If those two can get their act together, which they're going to need to do very quickly, then they're more than capable of getting away here. So Swifts will stay with them. They'll want to push them. They'll want to keep that down in their heads. They want to make sure that they don't get on top.
Well, we're hoping it would be a case of deja vu and we would play out a similar storyline to last year. So far, it's going to script. Firebirds with a real battle on their hands and turn into the second term. And that's a high ball from Nevins. Really made it awkward, allowed Turner to come in from behind. They'll reset. Oh, Leighton was piggy in the middle. Aitken should knock this down.
Advantage breaking wing attack. Advantage obstruction.
Oh, great defence by the Firebirds in that mid-court area.
That's more like it. They just blocked up that top bit there. Made it a lot harder. Swifts having to retreat to the back. But like we say, they just need to make sure they keep possession. It doesn't matter if it goes back. They've just got to hang on to the ball.
Here's Laura Langman, her 137th ANZ Championship game, and her last one. She's played 6 more than any others, and there's another turnover.
Well, again, they were just forced to retreat, forced to go all the way back to the centre third, and Nevins was there waiting for those scraps.
Court side and keeping a close eye on the Firebirds this afternoon as they close to within 1.
Cal, as you mentioned earlier, Gretel Tippett, 1 attempt, 0 goals to her name. That whole quarter-time huddle was telling her to put her shots up, turn around, put them up, get involved in this match. They know they need more than 1 goal of hitting the scoreboard if they're a chance to win this game.
Tippett with a one-hander, if you don't mind, and we're all tied up.
Well, how will the Swifts respond here, Kel? They need to keep the drive. They need to just get back into that mode they were in that first quarter. They do start well. They can...
Oh, and again. They're just giving it to the opposition.
Well, that's been 2 attempts. The last 2 trips down the court, they've gone back to the centre third for help, and they've thrown it to the opposition.
Passes like that can prove to be catastrophic when it's so intense and tight. Here's Tippett again. The look-away pass. Leighton swats it away like a volleyball style almost. Well, it's scrappy. No one can treasure possession out there at the moment for the first goal for Gretel Tippett in the 2016 Grand Final.
Goalkeeper.
They've hit the lead at the 2-minute mark of this final, and they've trailed since then. To give them a 2-goal buffer.
Advantage using the post.
Well, you can tell Aitken is spooked. She's taking a lot more time to put the shot up than she normally would. She's thinking about it an awful lot. She needs to turn, she needs to pop it up and just back herself.
And surely if you're a Swifts player out there and you're watching that, it gives you confidence.
Without doubt. What they do need to do is just persist with those rebounds, because Aiken is such a great rebounder, but there's cracks appearing. They need to capitalise.
Out of breaking the attack. Contact goal defence. With her. Yes. Contact wing. Advantage instruction.
Better work around the circle edge. Langman and Green then making sure they're available so the ball doesn't have to go back to the centre third. Beautiful feed from Langman just underneath the defender's arm.
And suddenly we've got an arm wrestle. We're going goal for goal. Leighton came out hunting, left Aitken all alone. She's just lost all rhythm, all timing on the shot. She is buckling here. That's better. Laura Aitken has missed 10 shots.
Well, I'm assuming that was a break call. There's so much happening over there, Kill. It's hard to keep up. But 10 shots in just over one quarter is quite amazing. Goes to show how many attempts she does have, though. So, Ronaldo, just turn, shoot it, back yourself.
Part of scraping goal defence.
So which side will take the lead into the half-time break? Can Romilda regather, regroup? A cheeky little smile. Just giving her coach heart palpitations at the moment.
Great ball, Kim Green. Caitlin Thwaites had a beautiful hold on Laura Geitz, but what Green did was put the ball away from Laura Geitz. So she almost turned Caitlin Thwaites inside out to take it, but she takes it undefended.
Contact. Goalkeeper. Contact goal defence. Contact goalkeeper, both the sides.
And the 10,000 purple fans in at Brisbane Entertainment Centre let out a collective sigh. They are riding every Romilda shot out there at the moment. Here's Green, all alone in the pocket. Contact against McMenamin. Thwaites has gone off.
Advantage instruction. Goal attack. Goal third. With her. Advantage instruction.
Well, Bravalian, beautiful screen she set up in the mid-court, then just allowed Simpson to run off her in the side and take the ball. Almost effortless down the court then. Love to see the Swifts put a little bit more defensive pressure on them and slow them up.
Firebirds back in front, a minute and a bit to play. Can't remember the last time that this Queensland team, the all-conquering Queensland team, has played this poorly, has missed this amount of shots. To give them a 2-goal buffer, a little bit of breathing space before half-time, and maybe she's back. Maybe, just maybe. They lead it by 2 with a minute to play.
Advantage contact centre. Contact in defence.
Great front cut, Susan Pettit. Just nudging her way through. Is very, very willing, very physical in that shooting circle, but she's just dropping her shoulder and running through it beautifully.
Important passage of play here for the Swifts. Green into Pettit for another goal. Look at that bench. Look how much it means to them. They are engaged. They are switched on.
That's a caution. It's in the circle.
It's been a solid start by the Swifts. It's had plenty of drama. Well, she can't buy one from under the post. 2016. Romelda Aitken had a case of the staggers. She regathered late, and they will take a 2-goal lead into the main break. It is the Firebirds 29, leading the Swifts 27. It is Laura Langman, the 30-year-old New Zealander. She moved across the Tasman, made the controversial move to come here to win a second title. She's in for a big last 30 minutes here as Simpson picks the pocket of green, and the Firebirds are away into Romelda. What sort of frame of mind is she in? She scores. What about the speed? Kim Green did not even see that coming. Leighton went out looking for the intercept, and Aitken goes bang, bang to start the third.
Well, that's the sort of lift that she needs. Just needs to back herself. She's got 2 early ones. Hopefully that's going to put her in the right frame of mind for the rest of this quarter.
If you had the chance to speak to her at half-time, Kath, what would you have said to her?
I would have just said turn and shoot it. You can tell her shot is different. She's taking a lot longer to let it go, which is just making her think about it a lot longer. Normally turns, bangs, lets it go. I would just remind her to do the same thing.
Well, here's the defence by the Firebirds we spoke about in the pre-match, trying to keep the Swifts wide, trying to slow them down. Almost unstoppable in that middle channel. And that is a long bomb landed by Pettit.
Advantage breaking defence.
Aitken's protecting the back space. She wants it over the top. Here it comes. To make it 3 from 3 to start the third. She's back.
Oh, you can see Susan Pettit doing a lot of the directing down court. Kim Green looked at her and she just pointed away, looked at Langman. Wasn't ready for the ball, just saw a better option. She's smart down there. She's doing a lot of the playmaking, even if she doesn't have ball in hand.
Advantage contact, advantage offside.
And they remain within 3 here, the Swifts. We also spoke about in the pre-match, Kath, that Caitlin Thwaites cannot beat Geitz over 4 quarters, that Geitz really wears her down. Trail by 4 goals, the Swifts. At what point, and it's nowhere near panic stations, does Rob Wright roll the dice? At what point does he say, you know what, Steph Wood's done this for us before. She's the X factor, she's the wild card. We might bring her in just to mix things up a little bit.
Well, look, I'd give Thwaites a little bit longer purely because her season average is 31 goals. Up against the Firebirds, it's only 22. She's got 15 at half-time. She's on track to having one of her better games against Laura Geitz. I'd give her another quarter, see how she goes.
Well, he's a tactical mastermind, and he's brain away. Oh, tip it! Not quite. Falling out of court, little fade away. 3 goals from 5 attempts for Gretel Tippett. Oh, Geitz came out hunting. And Thwaites was up to the challenge there.
Well, the Swifts are being smart, knowing full well the Firebirds are trying to push them into the pockets. They're almost taking that run, dangling the carrot, forking the pass, and then just popping it into the goal shooter. They're playing smart. They're playing into the hands of the Firebirds.
Thank you.
Thwaites nets it. Back-to-back goals for her.
Again, just in such great front position. So unlucky that she's not coming up with these balls more often, but it will come. All she's got to get is 1 or 2 little wins along the way.
Now 4 from 4 in this third quarter, a completely different player.
Advantage contact and offside, centre.
Geitz. Oh, it's a loose ball. Oh, the umpire has blown his whistle. It'll come back. She's had her moments, Geitz. She's threatening, and you just sense that the crowd's almost willing her to come out flying, launch herself for an intercept. And that's exactly what Leighton does. The timing was off, and it'll be 5 for 5 for Aitken, and they've got a little break.
Turner and Leighton are very, very close to getting an intercept here. Leighton's coming for the fly, but as the ball's released into Aitken, Turner is changing the pace, and she's getting in there and covering her. Any minute now, she's going to pick up one of those passes.
Yeah, we've got the two best defenders in the world at the moment. It's Geitz and Leighton, and one of them will pounce. You can just sense it. Let's get down court side and keeping a close eye on the Swifts, Bianca Chatfield.
There's a huge battle going on between Simpson and Green. Keep a very close eye on them. There's no love lost between the two of them. It's physical, and they both want that edge of the circle first.
Off the hands of Pettit. Both teams just trying to absorb the defensive pressure that's been applied. Just sense there's still this real tug of war. One team trying to get desperately on top of the other, and they can't. Leighton slaps it to McCulloch, who gives it to Langman, who gives it to Green, to Pettit. Forced to slow up now, back to Langman. Turnover conversion, those two words will be rattling in their brains right now. Turnover conversion.
Gosh, Gabby Simpson is an impressive player to watch. She is working overtime, riding her opponent, riding anyone that comes near her. Her change of pace and her last few steps onto the ball is amazing.
Little shake of the head from that. She didn't like the call, didn't agree with it.
Well, it's either, it must have been the toe on the line, so an incorrect throw-in taken there, and that one is a coach killer. We're speaking about how important it is to score off any sort of turnover you get from the Firebirds. Those ones are the 1%ers. Those ones you should not be giving away.
Gee, that hurts. It's moments like that that might come back to haunt them. Too big and too strong. Aitken launching herself over the top of Leighton. 41 goals apiece. 1 minute to play before three-quarter time. Desperate stuff. The call goes against Green, and there's some bumping and body contact between the two. McCulloch flies through.
Well, Revillion, another misfeed. Really was quite an easy pass and just threw it straight to McCulloch.
So the Swifts had possession, Firebirds had possession. Now it's the Swifts' chance to take the lead before three-quarter time. Susan Pettit delivers coolly. She means business. So when the Firebirds and the Swifts lead at three-quarter time, they're yet to lose a game. It's going to be the Swifts that take the lead. The Swifts are going to take the lead into three-quarter time. The scene is set. What a game. What a rivalry. Who wants it more? It's the Swifts 42, the Firebirds 41. Don't go anywhere. Get a cup of tea. You've got a couple of minutes and sit back down and enjoy this one with us. So 14 players. What a mindset. Let's see what this last ever quarter has got in store for us. Have the Swifts got the legs? They've been on the road for the last 3 weeks.
Another beautiful feed, Pettit, just putting the ball. Beautiful rebound, Laura Geitz. Such great feeds going in. They're the ones that need to be finished off.
If you're a player out there, Kath, what is your mindset? What are you telling yourself? And it's so tense. There's so much drama. You can barely hear yourself think.
The girls will be tired. It's been a tussle and it's been a hard 3 quarters so far. They will be reminding themselves it is 15 minutes. There is 15 minutes left of this game, of their season, of this ANZ Championships. Leave absolutely nothing in the tank.
those passes have gone wayward, but not that one. It was pinpoint. Firebirds back in front. What an emotional roller coaster we're riding here. 60 minutes of the most thrilling netball you could ever wish to see. And for the second year in a row, we are going to go down to the wire. Nevins, McCulloch. McCulloch has been so good this afternoon, so good on Nevins. She has done her job.
Absolutely done her job. Another stroke of genius by coach Rob Wright. And look at the pressure the Firebirds defence end is creating. Swifts have had to retreat 2 or 3 occasions to find their way into the circle.
Waits with 5 misses. She shot 21. She makes it 22. It wasn't pretty, but it was effective.
The pressure over that shot is just unbelievable. To even get it out of the hand looks like a challenge.
Seriously, who'd be a shooter?
Not me anymore.
What frame of mind is she in? 2 from 2 to start the last.
I still don't think Romelda Rakin's feeling confident with her shot. She's taking an awful long time to let it go, which is very uncharacteristic for her. The Swifts can continue to put the pressure on that. I think we'll start to see some cracks in that shot again.
Every tiny turnover is massive.
Wing attack. Yes.
Kim Green had an awful lot to say to the umpire then about Gabby Simpson using her body. McCulloch, another brilliant pickup. She is doing more than enough.
Gee, they're feeling it out there. They are nervous, they are jittery, and McCulloch.
Centre. Obstruction.
Fantastic. She has stood tall to pet it. Geitz with the all-important rebound. So the last 2 attacks, they have not been able to score the Swifts. You just sense that they are clinging on here. Holding on for dear life, and the Firebirds desperate to put their foot down.
Well, Leighton, she thought about going and then realised she'd left Aiken all under the post by herself. Quickly retreated. Fortunately, the pass a little bit overcooked and over her head. Swifts have ended up with it. Well, Caitlin Thwaites now heading out of the circle as they're struggling to get it down. We haven't seen that happen a whole heap.
Swifts looking to level it. Let's get down to their coach, who would be feeling this as well. Rob Wright, the coach of the Swifts. And he's with Bianca.
Rob, I promise I'll keep it short. What did you say to the girls at 3-quarter break?
Oh, look, probably just about trying to continue what I thought we did quite well in the 3rd quarter. Got some movement happening. Got some movement in attack, and I thought we actually were able to keep forcing them wide and just putting some pressure on defensively. So,
and a great tactical move starting with McCulloch. She's had a great game.
yeah, look, she's come through with, like, she's a fighter, and I think she's always been quite a good matchup on Nevins. But gosh, we've got another 10 minutes of this.
I'll let you go. Try and enjoy the next 10 minutes.
So Susan Pettit, goal number 22 in that all-important stat when she's a large contingent of the Red Army have made their way from Sydney. I'm not sure they'll have any nails left at the minute. 4 and a bit minutes. 2 goals the margin. The cool Jamaican.
Another beautiful feed. Kim Green again throwing the ball away from where Geitz is defending. Caitlin Thwaites is doing an awful good job to turn herself inside out and take them.
And they continue to knock on the door here, the Swifts. Paige Hadley left of screen, an Australian diamond, hasn't had any court time. We haven't seen any changes so far. The game is in the balance. It's everything we'd hoped for. 4 to play in the last ever ANZ Championship Final. Who's Who's going to stand up in a moment? Who wants it more?
Don't use that language at me. That's a warning.
Being told to settle down. Can you get too emotional in these moments?
You absolutely can get too emotional. They need to just keep cool heads. Shani in particular, yes, she's going to get hyped up. We see her, we know she plays like that, but she can't afford to get too physical and start going for things. She needs to be in play. Well, Kim Green, of all people, the captain's just thrown the ball away. She will be working her butt off to get this one back.
Safe. Oh no, they go the long ball. It'll be Swifts. It was risky. Often Aiken can make a bad pass look good, but that was a bad pass, and it keeps the Swifts alive.
They've got plenty of time. 3 minutes is an awful lot of time to turn this around. They don't need to rush too much.
From 5 goals down, the New South Wales Swifts, they look just about dead and buried and gone for all money, but with guts and determination, they have slogged this out. Just 2 goals left. Can the Firebirds close it out? Or will they tighten up? 5 down halfway through this quarter.
The goalkeeper. Beside her.
They're trying to fly home. Firebirds lifting when it matters most.
Well, a score here, they just need a turnover, and they've got their centre pass. They are well within grasp of winning this game, the Swifts. They need a turnover, and they need it now.
What an epic finale. 10,000 gripped by this. The Purple Army finding their voice. If they score here, it makes life tough for the Swifts. Tippett doesn't want to take it. Aiken. A big deep breath. And it's clutch. It's clutch from Aiken. It's 3 goals, and it makes things very difficult for the Swifts.
Pausing centre third.
Wait.
Yes, centre third.
Unbearable tension throughout this match. Everyone's poised, ready to capture this final moment, but who will win it with a minute to play? They're desperate, the Swifts. The long bomb, live or die by the long bomb, and Pettit with the long bomb. 2 goals, Firebirds possession. Do they soak up the seconds?
Absolutely not. They need to score. They cannot.
It's a turnover. The Swifts still with time. They'll get the centre pass if they can score here. Surely not. Nerves of steel. 25 seconds left on the clock. Here we go, Susan Pettit. It rocks out. Pettit melts in the moment. They'll have another chance to tie it up and to send it into extra time. We're going to extra time. We're going to extra time. After 9 years, we don't want the competition to end. The netball gods have spoken. The ANZ Championship is still alive. We are going into extra time. For the 20th time In ANZ Championship history, we are into extra time. We play 7 minutes, we have a 1 minute break, and we play another 7 minutes. After that, we're into double extra time. Surely not. Here we go. They are playing on fumes out there.
Well, that's exactly right, Kel. You have to remember these girls have just put their bodies on the line for 60 minutes. Now they've been asked to find another 14. That is tough work, and Shani Layton is up to the challenge.
Kath, you not only played your on-court in Delhi for that double extra time, famous, almost a victory against the Silver Ferns. It was a loss. But what are those moments like? How much does it push you and extend you as an athlete, and mentally, how do you get around this?
Well, fortunately for me, I came on at half-time, but these girls, there's been no changes. So they're now asked to basically find another quarter after what has been a torrid affair already. They need to dig deep. They are fit. What they need to do, probably more than anything, is keep mentally in the game. And Laura Geitz is also up to the challenge.
So just repeating the play, there's 7 minutes here. We have a break, we change ends, and another 7 minutes. So they've got another 14 minutes in them. Long ball in Aiken. What a leap.
Breaking goal attack.
Advantage contact centre.
So the Firebirds now edge their way in front. Let's get down courtside to our commentators, Sarah Allen and also Bianca Chatfield.
I was down listening into the Swiss bench at that break. Shani Layton was trying to take in some deep breaths just to calm herself down. Keep an eye on Lauren Moore, has been warming up, so has Paige Hadley. This is the time they may need fresh legs.
Meanwhile, in the Queensland Firebirds bench, really calm again, which they've been all match. Their strength and conditioning coach, Brindley Abad, yelled over the fence, back your fitness, girls. You're fitter than this other side. So interesting insight from him. And what we noticed as they came off at that last whistle was that the Swifts were pumped that they went into extra time and the Firebirds were fuming. So it'll be interesting to see how that mindset changes going through the next few minutes.
And which coach, if any, rolls the dice first and says, that's it, we are going with fresh legs, Cap?
Oh, it's a big call, isn't it, Kel? These are the girls that have delivered for 60 minutes for you. This is your preferred starting 7. Yes, fresh legs would be ideal, but do you want to put them out there in what is going to be a humongous pressure cooker?
Pressure cooker, indeed. It's been a pressure cooker from the opening minute. And again, the radar goes off.
You can't forget, too, that the bench is just as physically exhausted. They have been up. They have been drilling every pass to get to its target, taking every shot themselves. They will be just as physically worn out.
Yeah, come on, and you'll be absolutely emotionally spent. So which team remains energised here?
It's inside the circle, contact keeper with the keeper. Construction goal defence. That's it.
And the Firebirds crack it open first. They've got that 3-goal lead. We have had 14 lead changes in this decider.
Contact center. Theatre.
The Swifts need some ball side options. That was an awfully long pass for Laura Langman to have to throw from the throw-in. They need to get players closer to a running ball side.
Susan Pettit now with her 30th goal and 7 misses. She has outscored Caitlin Quates, who has 27. What a great ball. And Aitken does it again. say that she scores with authority. I don't think we've been able to say that at all this afternoon. From the start, nervous,
What
jittery.
a beautiful ball, Kim Green. Lauren Langman driving to the top of the circle. Kim Green just opens up the shoulder and lets a beautiful, strong shoulder pass go.
So 2 minutes left before our first break in this extra time. They will change ends and there'll be another 7 minutes to play. Pettit from long range. This will test her. The rebound falls the way of. Quates can't keep it in play.
Look at the calm from Laura Geitz. Slowly went to take the ball, almost just telling everyone, just relax. We've got plenty of time to do this. Puts her hand up. Just relax, guys. Let's just finish this game off.
Advantage breaking left hand. Goal on defence. Advantage contact centre.
So they've got a 4-goal lead here, the Firebirds. Look at the biggest leads all afternoon. The Swifts were up by 5 in the first quarter. And then the Firebirds up by 5 in the last when the Swifts were able to mount a challenge and get back and level at full time.
Advantage offside. Obstruction wing defence. Goalkeeper obstruction.
And they closed the gap again.
28 seconds left. That has been the quickest 7 minutes, sorry. All the players will be thankful for that, that's for sure. Looking forward to getting into this next one.
So it feels like time standing still out there at the moment. It feels like we've been playing this match for an eternity. And a miss from Tippett, the all-important rebound from the Swifts. So here we go.
Got to send it. 6 seconds. Have got to get it up there.
Whole time. Wing defence, that's deliberate. No, back there, that's a caution.
Must move it quickly, Langman to Pettit. And that will not count. So the Swifts denied the goal. And the margin will be 2. At half-time of extra time, if you follow my drift. We've got a minute to pause. And how do both groups handle it here before we swap hands for this final 7 minutes?
Well, look, I think they'll just be going back to their tactics that were the same at obviously the same at the start of the game. We can see here in the corner of my eye, though, Steph Wood warming up at goal attack. Will that be Susan Pettit to the bench or Caitlin Thwaites? Don't know if Rob Wright will make that change or if she's just making sure she stays warm, but I'd imagine the address to their sides, stick to what we've been doing.
Let's touch base with Bianca again. Bianca.
Well, they're going to pull the trigger here, Rob Wright. He's putting Steph Wood on a goal attack. Susan Pettit is moving to goal shooter, and Paige Hadley's coming on at wing attack.
You there?
Well, he's rolled the dice. He's waited for extra time. He is a tactician, a mastermind. But, gee, this is a massive gamble as we get underway for the final half of extra time. 7 minutes to play. And the moves have been made into goal attack. Stephanie Wood, the young gun, the Queenslander, playing in the red. Her first attempt, the heart would be thumping, and she scores.
Wow, what an emotional time to come onto the court. Rob Wright has just done such a huge move. He has taken his foundation players, his most experienced players off the court at the same time. Susan Pettit, Kim Green now out of the game.
Contact Firebirds centre. Yes. Obstruction centre.
And Sarah was watching the Firebirds huddle in that little mini break. Sarah?
A much different huddle from the Swifts. They all stood individually across the transverse line. Little was spoken between any of them. Normally Laura Geitz is really vocal at the huddles. She didn't have much to say to her troops. They know what they've got to do. They just have to get out there and do it.
Obstruction centre. Advantage obstruction.
Well, Lazen, she's starting to get all those little wins. She's been working her butt off for 60-plus minutes. The little wins are coming, but this is where the Swifts need to be composed. Just get the ball down the court and score from it. This is where the fresh legs will be handy.
Langman, top of the circle. Woods covered by McMiniman. Wood poking out. Thwaites eventually to level it up. To level it up in extra time. Well, it's a shame there has to be a loser today. What a display from Netball. 9 years it's been the ANZ Championship. And what a way to bring the curtain down. Hadley in the pocket. Still a fair way to play in this ball game.
Well, that's right, Kel. With the double extra time, it's the first team up by 2. If we get to that stage, this game could be going on for hours the way it's going at the moment.
Composure from the young gun. She did it in Sydney in front of a record crowd back in round 9. Came on at half-time. Won them the game. She was his wild card, the X-factor, Steph Wood. And now on defence, harassing McMiniman to Ravalian. This champion team tested like never before. Simpson. Hearts in mouths with every pass.
Contact on defence outside. Bad destruction.
Tip it straight for the jump pass. It's worked all season long and it works here. In the most intense, like cauldron you could experience. If we are tied up at the end of this, we continue to play, must win by 2.
You just got to wonder how Kim Green and Susan Pettit are feeling at the moment. They have absolutely no control on what's happening out on the court at the moment. As 2 of their senior players, this will be hurting them.
To put them back in front, and it wobbles in.
She is an impressive athlete, isn't she, Kel? She's just been thrown on at the most pressure cooker time and is delivering, Steph Wood.
So the tension rising as the quality rises. Goal for goal. Neither taking a backward step. 3 minutes to play. 64 goals apiece. One out in the circle is Thwaites and Geitz. Wood. Oh, it was ambitious. Geitz pounces. It's Geitz's moment. Laura Geitz has a say at the most important moment, and they can hit the lead with a goal here. Tippett has given it straight to Leighton. Geitz at one end, Leighton the other. Geitz goes again. She's given away the contact though. Well, they had their chance, the Firebirds, and they'll get it again. She's feeling the pressure, Caitlin Thwaites. She is feeling the pressure. This is brutal stuff. This is die for the ball type final. An absolute classic.
The Swifts can get a turnover here. It is going to be extremely hard for the Firebirds to get back in the game. Gretel Tippett making sure that's not going to happen.
There's fans in here that can barely watch this. They are on the edge of their seat, gripping, pulsating. It feels like the words don't even do it justice. Twists and turns, unpredictable. Langman into Thwaites. She's stood up so far. She's playing the final of her life. And she puts the visitors back in front with a minute to play. They've got belief.
It is all happening here. Hadley, very unlucky, chased the loose ball, but was back on court to take it. You can't take the ball as you enter from the court. You must have a foot on the court surface before you catch the ball.
is the most important passage of play the Firebirds have had all year, and they go the long bomb. It's worked all year. Does it work now? No. The Yips are back. But she coolly delivers 60 goals apiece, but it is the Swifts with possession. The Swifts have possession.
Oh, breaking call against Steph Wood. There is plenty of time here for the Firebirds.
Oh, it's just like Sherelle McMahon in that thriller in Delhi. It was a breaking call. Leighton's done it for the Swifts. It's a loose ball. It'll be a Swifts ball. Have they got time to score? Have they got the chance to win it here? The Swifts move it forward. Steph Wood from the bench to the hero. It's still alive. And we are going into double extra time. So we continue to play. There is no break. There is confusion all around. There is no break. The ball went out of play, and the Firebirds with possession. Whoever wins by 2 wins the championship. Will it be the Firebirds back-to-back, or will the Swifts bookend it? 2008 and 2016.
Well, that last few seconds showed composure. Had the Swifts tried to bomb it in to get it there before time was up and ticked over into the extra up by 2, they could have lost possession.
There is no place to hide now. Tippett. The Swifts through Leighton.
Bring the fans contact.
They are so tired, they can barely get out of their own way out there at the moment, pushing themselves to the limit. Looping it over the top to Thwaites. To give them a 1-goal lead. And now the Firebirds with an amazing, a huge mountain to climb here. It's just 1 goal, but if the Swifts get the next one, they win it. It's all on Aiken. They're tied up. Just going to have to put those championship celebrations on hold. This does not look like it's going to end anytime soon. We are into double extra time. Simpson willed herself to the contest. Simpson to her best mate Rebellion. Over the top to Aiken to give the Firebirds the lead.
And the centre pass to Follow. This could be the ball game. The pressure on the Swifts. They must turn it over.
Rebellion. Oh, Tippett's gone down. She's able to get up quickly. Don't forget, this time last year, Tippett scored the winner. If the Firebirds score here, they're going to win it. Aiken to win the championship in double extra time. She's had the yips, she's had the wobbles. Can she win it for them? It's back-to-back in a fitting finale. The Queensland Firebirds are the champions for 2016. Unbelievable drama. Brisbane Entertainment Centre explodes into a frenzy. There's tears of joy, there's hugs. They are ready to party. They will forever be known as the dominant force of this competition, and what a way to bring down the curtain in the ANZ Championship after 9 years. And to the New South Wales Swifts, your heart goes out to them. That is utter devastation.